In today's video, I show you 10 plus default spots and how to counter them. I hope this video is informative to you guys, and I put a lot of time and effort into this. I really hope that you can learn something and maybe use this in your ranked games. But yeah, you won't want to miss the end. I'll see you later. Now, this has to be my favorite thing to do of all time on Coastline, and to just how the counter behind the aqua bar, right? So this is my favorite. I always do this no matter what, or I use nades or something, right? So first step. Right, I put claymores down. I always put 2 down. If someone runs out here, I usually get mad. But, right, so you put it on the door. If they shoot one, they'll never expect the other one, right? So, aqua balk, right? CAPITAO, Yana, knock, any nades, right? So you have behind the default aqua bar here on one, right? So let me shoot down the door real quick. Alright, so this is such an easy counter behind the aqua bar, okay? Even if they have Womai, right? Again, if they have Womai, so I always say this, you can use your smokes, right? Use your smokes to burn. Super easy. Who cares? Use the smokes is what it is. If you want to kill a guy, right? Behind the aqua bell, okay? You can either do this from the hatch, up, or from the drone hole up there, right? You can use a player that sit outside aqua, or you can just do this yourself, right? So, step 1, right? You flame. Flame off behind the aqua bar. Look at this. They're all flamed off, right? They have to run. You pre-fire here. You get a free kill every single time. Every single time. It's such a free spot to do this CAPITAO from. And look, let me show you again, right? Even if you do it, like, far a little bit, right? Like, right there. Okay. It will still spread the flames. If they sit in this corner, they're dead, right? They're dead. They have to run. They have to swing. The cool part about this, right? You don't even have to explode yourself that far. You can kill from here, right? They have to run. They have to run. That's such a free kill. So, that is basically the #1 spot that I like to use CAPITAO on, which is Coastline, behind Aqua Bar, right? It's a free kill basically every single time, like I said. You just gotta watch out for people swinging the other side here, but again, there's only like a little angle you can hold, right? If you hold the Aqua Repel, right? Let me show you. Right, there's only so much that you can do, right? The angle that they can hold you from is here, right? Even if you hide here, you'll be able to get a kill every single time, no matter what. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to counter default spots on basically every map. I'm going to give you guys 20 spots, and hopefully this will help a little bit. But here are some of them. So, the one on Clubhouse I like to always do, CAPITAO, right? People like to bring Womai. But if you have a teammate burn, or you can scope them out, you can always use smokes to burn. Fun fact, right? So if they will Midas, you can use smokes to burn. It will get, like, sucked up. You know, people like to put it here or here. It will get sucked up. That's super easy, right? And then once you burn, usually you have, like, 2 or 3 discs, maybe. You can also ask a teammate if you wanted to. Try the burno, right? And then rafters here, right? A common one. So you have R1, R2, R3. People like to usually sit, you know, like in the tucks here. They don't like to be open to this. R2 as well. Once you have the breach open, always execute when you have the breach open. Always open the breach first and try to help your team get it open, right? So here, right, you have CAPITAO. We're gonna use its flames, right? The flame bullets will basically, if you put it from the top, it will go down. So you can either aim high or you can aim about medium, just anywhere around here. Flame 1, flame 2, right? And look at that. There's not really a lot of space to sit besides here. And look at that. You can shoot them right there. You can shoot them from the breach. That is super free, super easy to do. It's a super good counter. It's very strong as well. I would definitely recommend doing this on Clubhouse. So that's one of the spots that I wanted to show. You can also use this with any nade operator as well. If you pinch someone, you can open bottom garage. You know, you can open here with hard breach if you wanted to walk in below, and like you can nade the top, right? So you can nade all of these, you can nade this, and it should plop down, right? And then you have a teammate pinch from either the breach or door, and you can just walk on this guy up the garage stairs. So that's spot #1. Let's get into the next one. So next up here, we have Villa default spots for study, aviator, and a little bit of bar side as well. So let me go below here, throw a drone up in study to show you, right? So again, looking at it vertically, right, we have study hatch, right? AV doors should be around 1 here, right? Yeah, about 1-ish, right? So you can nade below. A lot of common spots that people like to play in study is like in a zombie gate, right, on 1. So you can go below, even from the window, right? You can nade below. So you can nade like this spot here, right? And you should get a free kill. If they're playing behind, you could also nade below the aviator by maps table. Need the bomb as well if you want to. Default plant, go a little bit deeper here. Right, you have to go past piano. You have vault over here as well, but you could, you know, need the default spot if someone's just tucked here. Again, if someone's tucked on the AV wall, right, by the bomb, look a little bit to the right. Free kill. If you want to go on the vault, right, set up your drone. You have, like, the boost here, right, you can, nade under. You shouldn't, even if he's on the boost, you should be able to get a free kill. Or if anything, you could just, like, shoot a hole, you know. Just shoot a hole, and then just chuck a nade up. And then you should be able to pressure him out, or it should be able to nade him if he's on the cam. Again, if someone, like, again, if there's stuff on any of the walls, right, you can nade from below. So, like, let's just say the bar wall, right? So the bar wall's on 1 over here, right? You can nade underneath here, and it should be able to get it. Or you can nade here as well. When going up main, right? So people like to play main with, like, barbed here. People like to put holes here. You can nade below here, or you can go into library, right? Nade above the desk. So bomb chassis there, people like to get, like, vaulted up on 1 here, right? So they like to get vaulted up near here. If you just nade here, right? Let me back up a little bit. And then you nade underneath. Right? You can go there. Maybe get an angle up onto the bar if you wanted to. Or it might be able to kill them as well if you have, like, you're tucked, like, right here. No, people like to get on the holes here, like I said. So if people are in the holes here as well, I mean, you can need this. Bank it off there. Maybe get a kill there as well. But those are, like, for the holes here. Pool table as well. If someone's, you know, on the pool table, you can nade from below. The pool table itself is soft as well, so you could wallbang this if anything. But it does take a couple bullets to get it. And then if someone's, like, top main over here, I like to put vertical angles here too. Like, right here. Let me shoot. So when I go upstairs, right, that's into bar, right? So this is bar wall over here. I like to make this a little vertical just so you can see the main, you know, main walk up. Well, not main, sorry, the main door, like, run in. But you can also, if they're tucked in that corner too, you can kill them. So if they're, like, right here, right, you can shoot their feet a little bit as well. That's basically how the counter, like, study or AV bar as well. But again, like, all of this is, like, all soft, right? So if you just work your drones and, you know, use Z-ping stuff as well, you could work together. Top, like, landing here, AV door is also soft. If there's someone playing, like, here, you can nade below. I believe this is piano hall over here. Yeah, this is piano hall. So you can just, like, nade up here if you wanted to, or nade here. All this is soft. So use the floors to your advantage, use your drones, and, you know, join yourself out. But this is another great spot that I like to use, and hopefully you can use it too. Alright, so next operator we're going to go is a nade operator, so such as Yana here. Like, I'm going Yana, right? So Yana. The default spots for this bomb setup here, we have CC or Cache is the site. So there's a couple different spots that I like to highlight here. So right from outside stock, you can also go in stock if you wanted to, but outside stock I like to play it safe. Right, you can nade from here without getting swung from lounge. So defaults, right? So you have default, like, cache doors near here, right? Nadeable, you could also nade here and should get a kill. Right, so cache door is here. Behind green box, people like to play tucked here. You can get this nade from outside as well without really getting swung if you wanted to. Nade on ping on 1. Just cook it correctly. And then the rotate also here, you have to go into stock itself. But this is the default rotate into cache, right? Cache to the top red. So if you nade here, let me show an example. Let me cook this. Cook it correctly. Okay, I missed. And cook it correctly again. Right, cook it. And maybe you'll get a kill here. So you want to rotate, should be able to get a free kill. A couple other neat spots for this map. Right. You have tucked radio, tucked cache door, tucked shield. So let me get on the drone real quick. Alright, let me bring my drone up here and I will show you. So the tuck radio spot is people like to put shields there or just tuck for the breach. It can't be seen from the window either. So the ping spot, right, this is tuck radio or tucked, like, smoke spot, right? So right here. Super free nade kill if you wanted to. You can also, like, buck below him. And then the default bomb, right? Default bomb is usually here. You can nade here or you can nitro from below if you're on defense. somewhere around like this area here, you should be able to get a free kill. And then another neat spot that a lot of people don't know about is this wall, right? So this wall, you used to be able to Zofia charge outside front door and get some free kills with it. But you can also nade from below, cook a nade. So the wall is here, right? So you can nade like a bandit, or you can nade whoever's on the main wall if they're swinging from below. But again, if you want to stop bandit tricks, super easy trip. If you want to stop the bandit tricks as well, you can go outside front door with Zofia, right? And you can impact, you can stun it. So impact 1, right? You impact here, and then you stun it, and should be able to get the bandit off the wall that's tricking. Super easy trick, but it's super reliable, and it can help a lot. So you can do here, you can work the wall as well. Or you can go from below and impact and just watch the trigger. Now, to counter the breach as well, another tip you can do if you have EMPs or a Thatcher, right, you can go up the wall. As long as you don't have the door, you can Zofia stun, right? You can Zofia stun the drone hole, and if a bandit is tricking here, it should stop him, right? Or you could just nade here as well if you wanted to. You can also nade top red, but you can nade the wall, use tuck here, right? Bam, bam. Or another example, let me show you. You go over to highway window, go over the highway window, right? You can CAPITAO flame, you can nade off if you want to use Zofia stun, just watch the swing. Right, you can nade here, you should be able to see him if he's on this right panel, or in the left one, you can bank a nade right here, or you could throw it over the top if you wanted to, and then you can watch him run away, and you should be able to get a free kill. So that is all my clubhouse tricks. Let us get on to more tricks. Alright, so another spot here on Coastline. I throw a drone for your purpose, right? Go below in Sunrise. Right, you have hookah bomb site. So the hookah bomb site is mostly soft. You have the bomb chassis, which is usually, you know, on ping. You can nade behind the bomb chassis right here, right? So this right here. So all of this, right? You can nade behind, nade here, the hatch. You also have the pirate wall, right? Which is on the 1 ping here. It's a free nade as well. Someone's sitting here, you know. People like just to sit here for, you know, cover. They like to watch the window. They like to watch AQUA, right? So if a teammate cover, right, you need the pirate here. Should be able to get a free kill every single time. You also have the hookah 90, right? The hookah couch as well. You can nade here. Okay, let me do an example. Right, should be able to get kill. You saw the debris here, but you'll get anyone tucked in this corner as well. It's a free kill every single time. You can also need the hatch if you wanted to, or you can need the door as well. Sometimes there's like a banshee and stuff. You can just need like here, right? And you should be able to get all the stuff. If you do a little deeper, you could probably get like a banshee or something here. But that is the hookah lineups I like to use, and hopefully you can use it too. Alright, for the next default spots that I want to show, another favorite of mine in Oregon, right? Oregon is probably one of the most played maps, in my opinion, that I play, right? So you have a couple things. So first of all, the first default spot, right? You have main default plant, right? Which is the red table. You can nade nitro from below. Works either way on attack or defense, right? And then you have the main wall as well. You have the main wall in classroom. Above classroom, sorry. Nade there, usually get the bandit and the meats off, or if someone's playing there, get a free kill. You can also nade bolo, which is close right above me, right? So this floor is soft, so you can destroy ADSs also. You can just wall bang someone through here. That's the desk right here, right? Maybe get a free kill off of that, right? And then you usually have the bomb chassis, which is near, you know, what you call it? Give Dorm's bomb, right? So Dorm's bomb, maybe nade get a free kill. You can also do top white as well, top white up here. Maybe get a free kill if you cook a nade correctly. You also have big window 90, right? Where you can nade also on ping on 1. Right, get a free kill from there. Just cook a nade, maybe get a kill there. And then you have in kids, right? So kids bomb is usually right here. Sometimes you have people playing in like kids door tucked, which you can go either in security, right? Or you can go kitchen, get a free kill here. Go in the kitchen and show. Should be right here on the 1, right? Get a free nade spot there, or kids door as well. You can also nade right here, right? That's kids door. Another common spot is above green hall door, which is the attic rotate. People like to sit here sometimes. Or you can go back by above dining door in the kitchen, right? And you can nade right here. Free kill every single time. use these spots. Hopefully this helps you. That is basically all of the default spots that I would need from below. If you want to get more in depth too, I mean, you could always need, you know, from bottom white here, the top white, and then you could push up here, right? Kill a guy kid's door, or you can coordinate a nade, right? Oh, say you're pushing top white, you know, kill a guy in that corner. So just coordinate with yourself, coordinate with your team, use your drones to your advantage. Alright, now some of the next spots we're going to bring over to Chalet. So I just do that drone for purposes of seeing where I can nade from below, right? So vertical on this map is pretty strong, right? So you have all the bathroom up here. For outside West Main too, you can nade this, right? So even so, like bathroom door, right, on one. Look at that. You get a free nade right here. You cook it, right? And then you get a free nade. Just use your drone. A lot of strong drone spots include jumping on a lot of things. So you could jump up here, right? And you could throw a nade here. If you're pushing solar side, or even just for late round too. People like to rotate. Right, so outside West Main's there. You can also go bottom solar, right? You can go bottom solar, and you can nade owl right over here, right? This is all nadeable here. Also, if you want to nade in solar, right? People like to talk on one here, which is in that little box right by the default cam. You can also shoot the default cam from below, believe it or not. Look at that, I just shot it. Right? So, you can nade below here. All this, so basically, right? So, right, this is all nadeable. Also, master door, you can nade right from kitchen. So, master door here. Master bed is usually like here, right? On the one. On the one. Usually memorize it, right? Master hatch, so the rotates here, right? And then you can also nade behind the desk, which is, hold up, on the drone. Again, should be right here, yep. So, this is rotate. And then you can also nade the canine door, which is right here. All this right here, right? So, let me do this. You need that, took on my drone, but should be able to get it. And then default plant, you can also throw a nitro here, right? And it should be able to get it. But default plant, main wall is this box right here. So you can need this to get the bandits off, or you can need like this. Right? And then you can also see the cane. Sometimes people like to put the cane in the possible spot right here. So you can get that for the main wall. And then default plant, once again, is right here. If you throw a nitro on the other side, should be able to get it. But that is default plant right there. So that's just going to be like common spots for this bomb site up here. And let's get into the next spot. Alright, so for this next spot here, we have Cafe. Usually people like to go to the default sites, which is upstairs. Or, you know, so people like to go play bar cocktail, right? So let me throw a drone up here for site purposes so you can see. So, alright, we have C1, people like call it, which is heaven, C2, C3, or it's opposite way depending on what your team calls it, or you just call it cocktail, right? So these right here, all up to here, is cocktail 1, 2, 3. So you can nade below all of this. People like this in this corner as well. So you can throw a nade here. It should be like right here, right on one. So it's here all the way to about here, right? Right, just about here. So you can nade there. You can also nade in between here. The bomb is, where's it? The bomb chassis usually is here, I believe. Or is it here? It's one of these, right? But you can always nade below. If they have a mirror here as well, common nade, right? So let me move my drone out of the way to show you. Right? So common nade right here. Bam, look at that. Should kill anyone that plays here 100% of the time. You can also need this tuck corner over here. So right, this hatch is laundry hatch, right? So you just go in the laundry. Right, bam, laundry hatch here. You can also nade here, right? On the one, anyone in this corner. Right here. Should kill them. This is such an easy nade for a cocktail. Hopefully you can use this in your ranked games or competitive games as well. And yeah, let us get into the next spot. Now, next spot I want to get into is piano. Just how to clear a piano with your drones. So let me move my drone over here again, just so you can see for side purposes, right? So we have all of this. People like to call it either piano or cigar. I like to call this cigar mostly, and then what you call it, CS, cigar shop. Right? Or you can call this piano. Piano itself, you can use this call out. So, if we look at the floor here, right, we have all mostly soft floor besides pixel, right? So you have the hatch here in train. You have the ticket here on the ping. And then you have, like, the ticket wall or top red breach if you want. So people on the site either like to play piano on ticket tucked, or they like to play pixel, right? You have a zombie, you can also play the hatch, right? But this is all nadeable. So this is super easy to counter here, right? So you have ticket. Ticket is right above like this window right here, right? Usually near the 1. So let me move closer. Right, so this is a free nade spot right here if someone's playing here, right? So you cook it. Let me move my drone real quick. So you cook this, right? You cook it perfectly. Throw it, right? And you should be able to get a kill 100% of the time, right? This is also all wall bangable as well, and you can open it with a nade or an impact grenade if you wanted to. But you should be able to get a kill every single time there. If they have something on the wall, like abandon or mute, you can also need close like here, right? And if you want to play bull on defense too, you can get an angle as well. So, right, the wall is here. So mute jammer tucked usually would be about here. Just use your drone and ping it, and you can ping it right through the floor. But usually it's about like right here tucked somewhere, right? And you can put it on the other side as well as mute. You put it like here, but it's almost hard to get off. But you could maybe get a Twitch drone or Floors drone and destroy it. So that's there. If you want to need near piano as well, I mean, you can go behind here, right? All this is soft. Also on the hatch, if you wanted to, you can get like near couches, right? Near couches here won't really get far, but you will get like here, right? Maybe we'll kill someone if someone's swinging. And then also, if you want a free nade kill, if someone's playing in the hut here, right? You could, you can go underneath the hatch. Sorry, you can go underneath the hatch, and you can nade this and maybe get a free kill because people like to swing, right? You have to get on top of the hatch in order to swing here. People like to put like a hole in here and just swing off of this. So it's a free kill every single time if he's playing in the hut. Or if they don't get a kill, right? You don't get a kill, you can just open it and you can watch the cross. So that is the cafe 3rd floor piano cigar shop angles and lineups. And yeah, let's get into the next one. Now, attacking the basement site. Vertical players such as Buck and Sludge are really good for this. Just be careful of spawn peaks if you go out of any spawn. Dirt, I like to bring hard breach charges on this map, just so you can open kitchen hatch if you wanted to, or you can open up dirt if you don't have an extra breacher, right? But Buck, ideally, is my vertical player on this map. So, back arsenal, right? I like to make holes like this, usually it's 2 holes. Watch cross, watch the nitros. People like the nitro this as well, right? A little bit of this. And then, people like the impact check, right? So I just make a little hole here. Kill behind there, if you wanted to, behind box 3, or box 1, sorry. And then you can kill these people too. Just be careful, just aim slow, play there. Right, so this is the vertical I like to do. I can also do here if you wanted to. Watch like the tuck if they're impact checking. But you don't want to make a lot of vertical on kitchen, besides like these holes, right? People like to open also this ash wall, right? So you could rush through it. Sometimes in competitive, I like to do that with my buddies. And then for the camera is always right here. So you can get that freebie. You can even use bullets, right? You could shoot the floor and you can get that easy. And this will be bottoming stairs right here. You can buck all this, watch the bottom, watch the cross. And then into moto hall, right? Short hall. You get an angle here. If they have a cade on the moto hatch, people sometimes like to throw a nade, like to cook it, and then they can usually throw a nade there, and it will get the cade off. Fun tip for you as well. And then kitchen long, right? So here you can make vertical above the church double as well. A little angle as well, if you didn't know, prone, right? And then bam, church double. Maybe you get a free nade or a free kill from it. Sometimes people like to put a shield here, and you should be able to kill them. The wall's soft. Sometimes people also like to make vertical from bar and stage into back arsenal. So you could buck all this. I have no ammo, but you can buck like all of this, right? You can get like a long angle here if you wanted to. You can watch the default plant if you wanted to, right? So default plant would usually be on 1, right over here, right in the tuck. In the tuck. So you can watch the plant from there. You can also watch it from above if you wanted to, right here. And again, yeah, this vertical all here. This is all from a long haul, right? So this is all long haul down here. Let me show you. So this is all long haul, right? So this is where the camera is above, and this is long haul vert church here, right? Easy peasy. You can also open up these if you wanted to, all depending on your playstyle and your team. So that is all the vertical for kitchen on the basement bomb site. Hopefully it's helped a little bit, and let's go on to the next map. Alright, now on Oregon, I like to bring a lot of like nade operators such as Sledge, Yana, Knock, whenever you can. Glaz also is a very, very good pick on this map. Personally, I like him a lot. You see me running him on stream, just because he's fun to use, and you know, you can get a lot of kills with it, and you have nades or smokes, whatever you want. So some of the default spots on Oregon include like default wall if you want, or sometimes people like tuck in this games corner here. This is also nadeable on the floor. Also, this people like to tuck here. This is called bolo. I will probably make a call-out video very soon on every map, just so it's easier, but yeah, like bolo tuck here is trophy. There's a couple different ways that you can kill him. One, to kill him, you could get on this rappel here, and you could hold his run out. You could throw a soft nade on the floor. So again, like bolo's here, you could just throw a soft nade, and the soft nade will go around here. He might survive, but most likely will run, and then you can just cut him off. If you want to get a better angle, and you're kind of less protected though, you can get on this rappel. You can also watch the attic door cross if you wanted to. Another default like nade spot that, another default nade spot for like master here. You can do like master corner from below. This whole entire master is soft. If someone's hiding in closet as well, you can nade. And then the wall as well. You can just like nade the floor. If there's a Kate or Urbana, it usually gets it. Cook the nade right, and look at that. And it should open a little bit above. If not, you just shoot it. Usually the Kate's on the top of the wall. If not, it's in the possible spots, which usually are like somewhere over here. And then a little bit tucked like up here. Remember that they have a radius, so they can go kind of far, but you just use your drone, and you should be able to get it out super easily. So the next spot that I want to talk about is kids, big window, dorms, a little bit everywhere. I recommend like droning out the site like in a custom game always helps with learning the maps and such like that. So again, like usually the bomb chassis is here, right? So you can nade this from below bottom white. Also big window like tuck here, you can nade as well. Big window you can nade. You have to go in security and nade it, but if you like nade like right here, it might get someone that usually sits like here. No one really like sits in this corner though. So you can nade from below once again. I'll show this. And this is security right below. So you could go below and nade if you want to. It's only a little bit here, so it goes to like here, right? Bam. You can nade from bottom white to here. Usually people sit here or here, but you should be able to nade both spots from the window. On below here, let me sledge open the hatch. You can nade the default tuck corner here. You could nade the rotate. There should be green door right here. Green door right here. You could just nade from below if you wanted to for the attic rotate, because usually people rotate, right? So people have like this rotation here. Easy peasy. And then you can also nade like the shield usually goes here. You can nade from below. In security once again, you can nade the door if you wanted to from bottom white. This is in kitchen as well. Sometimes people play like Kona stations here, or they have like some sort of utility, or they're just on here in a cam. Again, the bomb chassis usually is default here, so you could tuck here if you wanted to. CAPITAO is a good counter for this as well, because you could flame like, you can go window here on kids, right? And then you could get a rappel. And look at this. You can easily flame this off, or you can nade it, and they have to run, and then you can just pre-fire them. Super easy to do. So going below here, let's see what it looks like from below. So again, like kitchen door here, you can easily bank off a nade, right? You could bank off a nade here. You can go in the corner and should be able to kill me. You just have to cook it right. I wish I had a nade on me, but I'll show after this round. Right, so you just bank it off there and bam, right? And then you have the default corner here. You just nade below here. Look at that, bam. And then the attic rotate as well. You can nade from like here. Just make sure you're safe here. Or you could do it from kitchen hallway. Right here. Or green hall, sorry. I believe that's all the spots for upstairs. Top white as well right here. So you could go here. And let me show you the vertical. Right, so you can nade from freezer if you wanted to. Usually people when they're roam clearing, third floor, or second floor, sorry, to go roam clear for everyone freezer, they make a hole above here with buck or sledge, just so you can watch the rotate down the freezer stairs. Again, you can nade here. You can nade the default plant, which is right here as well. Right, default plant. Here's the red games table. You could nitro this. You can nade this if you wanted to. Whatever you wanted to do, attack or defense. And then again, kids' door is right here. Big window is right here, and then like a little bit tucked is here for the 90. But I would recommend just nading below, like again right here, just so you can get the free nade on the 90. Again, I do want to say this right. This nade from below. This is below. This is like the tuck spot. You can nade here as well from below. In classroom too. Here's classroom door. Right, you could just nade below freely. Just make sure there's no one like bottom laundry, meeting, or Z hall, and you should be fine. All this here is soft as well. Like this goes in the classroom right here, and then here is like Z corridor, like freezer side, right? So you can also probably get a nade like here if you wanted to for the rotate, because sometimes people like to play here, especially when they're watching like the main wall. Like people like to hold here, right? So you could get a nade here, or you might be able to hit their arm if you do it here and might get a kill. And then sometimes people like to hold just this little like head crouch glitch angle. So it's also a good nade from below. That is all for the kids site. I hope this guys help. Alright, this is all for the kids site. I hope this helped, and yeah, let's get on to the next map. Also for Armory as well, you can nade off anything from garage. This is all soft, so the hatch is here once again. People like to sit in this corner for the window, so you can nade from below. If you huck a nade from like the door over here, let me show you. Right, you can nade different spots. So you could safely nade here if you wanted to. You can huck a grenade over here if you lay prone. Or like this corner too, you can nade from below. So all this is nadeable. Sometimes people like to hide in here and then they run out. If you have someone on attic window, you can easily kill them from running out. Right? Or if you have someone trophy, you know, the upside down repel on master balcony here is really strong as well. Right? So, let me show what it looks like. So this, right, you can only see their head. And if you just shoot, I mean, that's an easy kill right there for the rotation. Alright, another way to counter AQUA bar or anywhere in AQUA here, right? You go below, set yourself a pre-placed cam if you can. I like to put usually here, so you can watch security. Just watch at your blue bar as well. Open windows so you can apply pressure. Right, so all of AQUA is soft. Okay, let me show you on a drone. So you have the double door, right, which is right on ping. Right, it's right here. Okay, so you can need this from below, right? AQUA bar right here on the one ping, right behind there, the soft floor. So if you think of it like vertical, or sorry, yeah, vertical, right? You look at it here, right? Just imagine you're on rappel, okay? So you have AQUA, you have the hatch, right? You have, this is basically pool table side, right? So this is pool right here if you want to get free nade too. The hatch, the wall, people just like to say here as well. You can cook a free nade, work with your team if you wanted to. But the most important thing, right? So this is what I was going to talk about. The free nade on AQUA, okay? So you cook it properly from below. Bam. Look at that. Free nade kill every single time. They're sitting in this corner, they're dead. They sit here, they're dead. They sit here, they're dead. Right, just coordinate with your team or work with yourself. You can use the drone. Try not to make a lot of noise with the drone, right? But you can bring it over here. Just see if anyone's like tucked. You know, and then you can also take out the default cam from below if you wanted to, right? So, yeah, super easy to do. And that's another counter spot behind AQUA bar. Freebies every single time. And you can also need pool, like I said, from here. You get the gist. But you can nade there if you wanted to. Hooray!